Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of The Long Dark. We are tired, we've only got a little bit of campfire left, but overall we're in pretty good condition. Our belly is full, we have a lot of water, and we're going to be pushing on through the night because it's sort of nearly starting to get light out there, and I want to find a somewhere where we can actually get some sleep. We are pretty full on stuff because we are so tired. You can see that our amount that we can carry is actually ticking down and down and down as our fatigue levels are decreasing. So I think we're going to get going now. And I don't think heading down this way is necessarily going to be the most sensible, but let's have a little look down. And see if there's anything we can see down here. So this is the actual overlook looking down below. Maybe heading round will lead us to a safe path down and we can carry on without breaking our ankles. That's really what we want. We want to be able to get down from here without injuring ourselves. I wonder if that's actually decreasing our condition. I hope not. Right, now we're super tired. But we've made it down. That's cool. So we're going to follow this round. If I bring up the map, we're just at the Muskeg overlook. We want to come round and down this way, and that's where we're aiming for. It's probably going to take us quite a while to get there. But as the sun starts to come up, we'll at least be able to see where we're going, hopefully. I do want to keep my eyes peeled for more sticks and things as we go. I also don't want to get too far away from the side wall, because that will be very important for us for being able to track our location and direction. So this is the actual south, well, sorry, not south, the side wall that we were heading up before. If we keep heading in this direction, it should lead us back to where we turned off up to the left. And at that point, we're going to kind of follow it round to the right a little bit. Now, being tired means we are going to use up calories a lot more, a lot faster than we would otherwise. So I do want to keep a close-ish eye on our belly. Right, that's the actual bit that we went up in order to get to the overlook. So let's head up and around this way just a little bit. I don't think necessarily giving us more altitude is going to be worthwhile, but I want to make sure that I don't miss any like little side bits, small caves, backpacks and the like that we might find otherwise. Yeah, we've got plenty of time left with our food. We've got 8 stones on us, so I don't need to pick up any of those. Just sticks as we're going along. And hopefully we'll make it to that old farmstead today. Okay, bringing up the map from the Muskeg overlook, it comes down and round. So we do want to start sort of turning. It's going to be a few hours until the sun comes up, so we're not necessarily going to get easy bearings, but if we keep the slope to our left, we can't go far wrong is what I'm thinking. Now that is just behind us at the moment, but I wanted to check out and see if there was any easy wood lumber or anything. Nope, there isn't. Man, how did the owls even survive here? I would suspect that there's not much that they can hunt in this area. Once again, we'll just poke our nose through this little crack, gully, whatever you like to call it. Visibility is better than it was while that snowstorm was on, but it is still not good. And in this case, the cold breath is actually obscuring part of our vision rather than helping us out. Is this a little cave? It is a little cave. Now, did I bring a storm lantern? I did. Let's have a little nose around in here. See what we can find. Well, we'll take bits of coal. They're always burnable. Once we've got a fire up to the right temperature, of course, but still relatively straightforward thing to do. I think this is just supposed to be a little shelter from the cold. Doesn't look like there's much to find in here. I don't see any backpacks, bodies, bedrolls, old campfires, anything like that. No. Okay, well, we'll grab another bit of coal and we'll just head back out. Put this out. And we'll get our stone back out. Is that a nice little cave there? Good to know that there's somewhere else that we could hole up if we need to. Getting reasonable sized rocks on both sides now, so we're probably going through some kind of valley area. It is still incredibly early at the moment. And I don't know if you can see that, but I'm just following that tiny, tiny slope line. Just to give me a little bit of direction and bearing. And even that is not much. Certainly travelling at night is a lot harder than travelling in the daytime, especially if you don't know precisely where you're going. Uh-oh. Didn't hit him, but we didn't get attacked. So, no delicious wolf meat for us today. But at the same time, no lacerations or pain or anything like that. Is this another little cave? It is another little cave, alright. Let's get our lantern back out and we'll have a look in this one. And if we can find a bedroll, then that would be ideal. You know, just get a tiny bit of kit. But no, it looks like just another slightly snowy cave. Is this the one I was in before? I don't think so. Right, keep the distress pistol out this time, just in case. And it would be nice to catch, air quotes catch, a wolf. Get some extra meat for the future, but we're already carrying a lot. So probably best not to weigh ourselves down too much. As you can see, our various levels are decreasing at a reasonable rate. Thankfully it's not freezing out here. I think we'll head up again. Peek just over the edge of this. Man, I wish we had just a little bit more visibility. Got quite a few sticks though, which is good. If we get a bit too cold, we could dive into any caves that we find, warm ourselves up a tiny bit. I think we've still got accelerant on us, so that's pretty good. Is that just a tree stump? Yes, it is. Well, it is visibly getting lighter. The sun is starting to come up. So we have made it through another night, people. And plenty more sticks to burn. We're not going to break down a branch. Oh, geez. How the hell does that keep happening? So sprained ankle medical supplies. We're going to need painkillers. It could be because we're tired. It could be because we're carrying so much compared to what we're supposed to be carrying because we're tired. It could be because we're walking on a sideways slope. Regardless, we're going to have to keep pushing on because until we find a bed, there's not going to be much we can do, really. Hey, hey! Bunkhouses. We are really close, people. We are really close. Let's have a nose around these, see what we've got. There is a lot of stuff here by the looks of it. I think we're going to be able to get into this one. It looked like it was a bit damaged. Reclaimed wood, good. Fire making materials, always like that. Grab some cloth as well. I don't think we're going to be making a snow shelter. All these pallets and things could be broken down. But mostly I'm interested if there's like any supply caches or... What's this?
Could end up being useful.
Fire striker, cool. That'll be slightly easier than not using matches or anything. Although I suspect that is all the use we're going to get out of these bunkhouses. Unless we actually like start breaking stuff apart. Like the boxes over here, which I don't think is going to be worth our time. I am curious as to where this goes though. Like, does it go out that way or does it go out this way? Let's head back and round. We'll resume our regular path through, I think. That's going to be best for us. Right, so this is where we were coming from. We could walk around that bit. I'm going to have a little nose up here. Our condition's not shooting down, despite us being tired, which is great. The game is quite forgiving on that front, at least. Let's go up here. I mean, having a look at the map from the bunkhouses, I think we kind of need to go round that way. So from up here, we should be able to see better at least. Figure out where we're going. I don't want to sleep the day away, but if we can get to our destination, we can take stock of what we've got. And prep for the return journey once we've got the rifle fixed. So we're still following this round, at least. That looks positive. That's just a rock, it's not a house. Not quite as positive as I'd hoped. Geez, invisibility sucks from up here. This place is terrible. I know, let's go to the floor Muskeg. You can't see more than 15 meters in front of you. Mostly I want to see if what we're trying to get to is down there or over this way. I think we're going to have to push on round and down at the same time and actually come back this way a little bit. Probably go down there actually. There it is. Whoa! Well, that wasn't easy to find and doesn't actually look that brilliant for us. That's why I couldn't really find it. I mean, there ain't much left here. So much for finding a bed, eh? I don't find anything worth sleeping on around there. Okay, well, at least we can have a look in here. Let's get those work gloves. Get the work boots. Grab everything and then we'll decide what we're going to do with it all. It looks like cool, we could start a fire at the furnace. Forge blueprints.
This stuff will come in handy.
So we can make improvised knives, hatchets, a heavy hammer. That's alright. Let's go in the first aid kit next. Emergency stim, painkillers.
If I can drop any of this gear.
Various bits of firewood. We'll grab all of these. And there is a bed up here. Awesome. Alright. Let's sleep 5 hours. That'll give us back enough fatigue that I don't need to worry too much about it. We've got plenty of supplies. So this will get us back enough fatigue that it should still be daytime. Yep, good. We need to drink. That's fine. But now we're not as overloaded as we were.
I'm kind of thirsty.
That's alright, mate. Don't worry about it. It is all in hand. More scrap metal, more reclaimed wood, and we're going to burn some of this. We're going to use some of these materials, I'm sure, in order to do the repairing as well. Oh man, we move so much faster now. We're not tired as all hell. Okay, let's check all the drawers and things.
I think I can use this.
Hook, fair enough. bandage, why not? Big ass drawer has another heavy hammer. And in locker number 5 we have a military coat.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
Well, I suspect that is going to be massively, massively heavy. Oh, and there's a spare fishing tackle on the workbench. Okay, so can't really do any of those. Improvised knife needs scrap metal and cloth. Okay, cool, we can do that. Both of those require a forge. Let's have a look at find the railway maintenance yard. Yeah, okay, so we've still got to do that. That's going to be pushing further on. But as far as the side quest goes, we've got the blueprints. So, having a look at the map, that's where we need to keep going on. But that's just going to be following this around. Totally worth us stopping off for those blueprints, though. I think at this point, we are still tired. Cedar firewood? We could actually. Carry on using up our matches. Yeah, let's get a small fire going. We'll melt some water so that we've got that ready to drink in the morning. And then I might take a moment to just have a look outside and see if I can find what those birds are cawing about. Because they're pretty close by. Right. Yeah, 58 minutes, that's loads. We'll do it half a litre at a time. And it's important to keep your meters at a reasonable condition. Our condition in itself is back to what I'd consider to be a reasonable level. Very, very nearly at the top. And that just comes back from resting up with food in your belly and not completely like being dehydrated or frozen. Now we can actually afford to do one more. I don't know if it's more efficient doing like 3 in one go or like 2 at a time or 1 by 1, but I'm doing it 1 by 1. Now this is extra water that we're going to have to carry. We can always drop it, but we're going to drink some now. Glug, glug, glug. And then as far as weight-based stuff goes, oh yeah, I wanted to have a quick look at that jacket, didn't I? Oh my word, it is so much better. Alright, sorry, well we're wearing this instead of your jacket. Your jacket is going bye-bye. That makes a huge difference. And, oh, we've got ear wraps. Ta! Look at that. Don't we look the best? Work gloves aren't as good as ski gloves. A bit more protection, but that's about it. So we'll harvest them up. And that's everything from there. So 9 bits of coal, 2 bits of firewood, hammer for metalworking. Ah, the forge is just above, so yeah, you've got to really get this hot so that you can make stuff. I get it. Alright, well, let's go out and we'll have a look at where those birds are. That'll get us some meat, probably. Yeah, I see the body. This ice doesn't sound particularly solid. I'm just going to say that now. This will take us a little bit of time to harvest up as well. That in itself isn't a problem, but we want to make sure that, yeah, there's still a little bit of meat left on it. Just cutting up a deer with an axe. Are there any others? Or is it just this? I think it's just this. Okay, well, we'll head back to the homestead itself. And then we'll be ready to move on in a little bit. Certainly not the easiest climb, this bit. There we go, that's a bit better. Now, I don't know if it's going to be worth us getting the forge up to temperature. In fact, making an improvised knife is almost certainly going to be worth it. So, yeah, we will do that. So, fire starter, cattail head, sure. Cedar firewood, sounds good. Now, the fire starter, of course, not the easiest thing to get things started with. Could have carried on using wood matches. We've got plenty of materials to work with. Good thing about Firestarter, though, is it would in theory work even if it was raining, although if it was raining you probably would have a bit of trouble starting a fire anyway.
Turned out pretty well.
Okay. So coal can't be added for 22 minutes. That's fine, we'll have like 9 coal in there. We can add some sticks though for now. So let's cook up some of this. And then we can stoke the fire properly. Three bits of coal. Watch the temperature shooting up. That's very cool. Alright, well, let's grab more coal from around here.
All this gear is slowing me down.
Don't worry about it. We're going to put it all to good use. In fact, let's put this away before I accidentally shoot something. It's nearly there. Nearly there. Okay. Let's make ourselves an improvised knife. Because we don't have a hunting knife. So that'll be very worthwhile. We don't have enough scrap metal to do anything there. Man, that wind is pretty harsh, isn't it? Alright. Let's drop one of these hammers. That's going to be a bit excessive. I think we'll get the fire going through the night. cannot add any more fuel to this fire right now. Brilliant. Let's melt up a litre. And we'll boil that up. And then we'll sleep, eat, and be ready to go. That should take us like through the night. Yeah, I would not want to sleep here. This looks like a terrible place to sleep. Right, as far as food goes, let's just get the tiny extra bit in our belly for the night. Rest up for 6 hours. Hopefully that'll be enough for the snowstorm to pass. Fire's still going quite happily down there. Our condition isn't too bad. So we'll have a little bit more to drink. And let's just check. Yeah, it is all about that reclaimed wood, isn't it? That's what's taking up all the weight. Oh, we did have extra boots as well. That's the other thing I wanted to check. So, new trail boots compared with work boots are better generally. Well, they're warmer, they're not as waterproof. And I think I do want to start paying attention to the waterproof nature of things. So we'll leave the work boots. Otherwise, yeah. Let's drop 3 of these. We only need 5 stones, even with my terrible aim. I wonder if it's worth trying to repair any of these. Nah, yeah, we can do that with fur firewood. Alright, well let's repair the hammer. Hammer the hammer back into shape, so to speak. We're not going to harvest that. We could sharpen this. It's only lost 3%, so that's probably not worth it. We can repair this, though. That's going to be worth it. It is the broken one that we brought out, but seeing as we have the scrap metal spare, may as well improve our repair skill while we're here. Right. Then we'll put a little bit more. In fact, that's got 3 hours left. Let's just sleep for 3 hours. We're not going to need to cook anything else up before we go. Let's sleep for 4 hours, actually. Then we'll drink and eat, and we will be ready to go. A nice little diversion, this. That's what I'd say. Right, still got a little bit of water. That's good. 880 calories in our belly. That is great. And I think that's a good point for us to finish this episode there. Thank you very much for watching. I do hope you have enjoyed this. We're going to be pushing on round and carrying on with the rifle quest in just a moment. So if you are enjoying these videos, be sure to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, you can do so using the links in front of you now. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for some more The Long Dark. See you soon.